Hello, hello, it's June Olson with Junebug Creations, independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, coming to you live from Whitefish, Montana. And today, well, I have my computer glasses on so I can see what I'm going to show you. So how many of you get really frustrated when shopping online? I know I am not a huge fan of it. I do it because there's just some things that we have to do that way. That's just really not a choice, right? It's the only way to get anywhere with it. So today I thought what I'd do is I'd jump in here, and it's Tidbit Tuesday, so I like to give you some little tips and tricks. And so I wanted to just kind of go over some of the things in the online store, because I know some of you will text me or call me and say, hey, where's this? How do I find this? So let me just kind of help you with that, and that way you can shop without frustration, because we all prefer to shop without frustration, right? Because shopping's fun. So let's go ahead and share my screen here. Let's see, I'm going to make this one smaller so that I can see your comments. Nope, I can't see your comments. So let's see, I'm going to do this. I'm going to make this go over here so I can see your comments. Here we go. Now I'll be able to see your comments and be able to make sure that I've got going on what I want. So this is your view, and it shows here that you are shopping with me, June Olson, and of course I appreciate that, and I thank you for shopping with me. Of course, if you are on my team, you are shopping with yourself so that you get the discount, because we all want to make sure to get that discount. And here's that starter special. So if you decided you wanted to do that, you could easily click on the join now, or you have here the menu, what's new, specials, and join. So we'll click here on specials just to kind of show you. You have the clearance rack right here under specials and the bundled savings right here. All right, so the what's new is the new arrivals, anything that has come along that is new. All right, and then we have our menu. So you have stamps, ink, paper, bundles, sweets. And sweets is when it's the whole package. It's the stamp set, it's the dies, it's the bling, it's the ribbon, it's the paper. Sometimes it's 2 stamp sets if it's a super sweet. So that's where you can get all of it at once, and you can see what is packaged together or what it coordinates together, so that you can just get that if that's what you want to do. And then the online exclusives. So you've seen me use some things, like we're going to be using the Sweetly Scripted stamp set from the online exclusive. So let's talk about that. And then we have the kits, and then of course you can just see all of it. Or you can come down here and you can also see shop products. You can either shop all, or you can choose adhesives, branded merchandise. Those are the things that have Stampin' Up! Logos on it. Bundled savings. If you are a close to my heart VIP person, you can shop some of their products that are left still here on my store. You don't have to shop. You don't have to just not shop there. You can of course shop with the person you used to shop with if they are a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. If they're still close to my heart makers, I don't know if that company, if you can still shop with them through there or not. Die cutting, embellishments and ribbons, embossing, ink and coloring, kits paper pumpkin, kits collection, online exclusive, so you can find it here again, paper and packaging, product suites, punches, scrapbooking, stamps, and tools and storage. So you can either go to the shop products to find everything right here, or if you already know what category you want to shop in, you can choose any of these icons. Then you have again the what's new, the new arrivals, and then the specials. That's the bundled savings or clearance. So they've got the same things that are across the top, down the bottom, and then you have the shop by. So ways to craft, color, getting started. So ways to craft, if you're wondering what that is, we have the step-by-step, the easy and quick options, and the creativity your way. That follows the catalog, the new idea book that you have gotten. If you don't have your own idea book, then please feel free, if you do not already have a demonstrator, to come and ask me either in the comments or you can message me and say, hey, I really want one of your new catalogs, and I will get that out to you. So then for color, you can shop by the different color families, either the basics, the brights, the neutrals, the regals, the subtles, the in colors from 2023, 2025 that have the boho blue, the moody mauve, the pebbled path, or the current new colors, 24, 26 colors, which are the ones that I happen to have here from the last live that look like this. All right, so the, what do we call them? The sherbet colors, the rainbow sherbet colors. So you can shop by colors if you're looking for specific colors that you want to shop with. All right, so let's go ahead to click on online exclusives. So online exclusives are the things you won't see in the catalog idea book. They will only be here online in the online store. So that's something to consider. If you are looking through the book and you're like, man, I saw something online on a YouTube or on Pinterest or whatever, they said it was Stampin' Up, I can't find it. This is where you might want to check in the online exclusives. I would also check the clearance rack if it's something a little bit older. So you scroll down here, all the kits are here in the online exclusives because you can only find them in the online store. They're not in any of the catalog idea books. Then we have the Magnolia Mood dies, the Sweetly Scripted. This is the stamp set that we're using for Card Club with the papers. If you just saw my unboxing with these papers, we are using the Sweetly Scripted stamp set. All right, and then over here you would just add to cart however many you want. If you want to start a wish list and add a shopping list, you can just click on the heart there and it will go to your favorites list. All right, if you need more information about the product, you can click on show more and it tells you how many stamps, what kind of stamps are they, and how to and what's the benefit of them. All right, and it gives you an idea of what kind of sentiments are in it. So it just gives you some detailed information there. All right, and then you can keep on scrolling. There are some embossing folders for using with the mini. So if you only have the mini Stampin' Cut machine, here are some embossing folders for that. And then we have the Simply Zinnia, we have the Berry Burst, Old Olive and White Glimmer specialty paper, and then we have some other stamp sets. And remember, these are all online exclusives. You won't see them in a catalog. Now, some of the items, sometimes if they left the catalog, sometimes they will move into the online exclusive. So if you saw them in a previous catalog, like this Berry Burst Glimmer paper, you might recognize it and say, hey, that was in last year's catalog. Yes, they decided to keep it, but they're keeping it in the online exclusive. And once the online exclusives are sold out, typically they won't be replaced. If you see a picture and it says currently unavailable, then that means they are bringing it back. They're making more and they will have it back in stock. If it just all of a sudden disappears, that means it's gone. It's sold out and they are not getting any more. All right, and then you have the Latte Love, which is a favorite stamp set of one of my friends. And then the gems and the ribbon that goes with it. You have the paper, you have the zinnias, that whole collection. All right, here are some Happy Little Things dies. So just 2 little dies for 12 bucks. That's a pretty good deal. Adhesive back shiny sequins if you like sequins. And then you have this Happy Little Things photopolymer stamp set here as well. All right, and so you can just scroll through and see, and there are 5 pages of online exclusives. All right, so you can just go through and find things there. So if you can't find it in a catalog, then it's probably in here. If it's not in here, then it's probably in clearance rack. And if it's nowhere like that, then it is no longer available. It is retired and gone, and you'll have to wait and look for it in the clearance rack. So here we have some of these stamp sets were ones that were in the original catalog, last year's catalog, and now they have them in the online exclusives. All right, so they're not gone, but you still have to look for them in the online exclusives instead of in the catalog. All right, so there's 5 pages. I'll just quickly go through. You can see there's different, there's some gems here, there's the meandering meadows, there's some ribbon, there's the kits, and then some great stamp sets, and also some DSP. DSP that maybe you thought retired, but guess what? It didn't. All right, and the deckled dies are also in the online, the circles are in the online exclusives. All right, so you can see here we also have scoring blades in a multi-pack. All right, and then these stamps and kits, and then this great grid paper, and this is what I use a lot of times under my projects so that I don't mess up my counter. All right, so you can just see all these different items that are in here and are available to you. And here's a mini, this is a mini Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. All right, so it doesn't fit every embossing folder and it doesn't fit every die, but it fits a lot of them. All right, so just kind of showing you if you need a stocking cap. Many of you are in hot weather, so you probably don't wear stocking caps anymore. Oh, my favorite hoodie. I love this hoodie. It's been amazing to have. All right, and then we have the deckled rectangle dies. We have the painted textures, which you saw me use a lot, and you still see me use. We have some circle punches in here. All right, so this is where you find that. So you can go to the menu, you can use the icons, or you can click on the shop products and go through it all. It just depends on what you're looking for, if you know what you're looking for, or if you're just kind of browsing to get some ideas. So the choice there is yours. I keep losing my mouse. Here we go. Nope. That is not what I was trying to do. All right, let's try this again. There we go. All right. There we go. All right. So there's just a little bit of help for you with traversing. Oh, I forgot one more thing. And it's not going to be for long. That will eventually stop and they're going to be changing it. But over here is your cart. All right. Problem with my order. All right. Host code. Oh, I guess I had an order started. So this is where you would put your host code. All right. So if you're shopping and you have the host code of the month, this is where you would put your host code. If you're not sure what the host code is, you're welcome to text me and say, hey, is there a host code for the month, or kind of scroll through. I don't post it all the time because I don't want to hound you with it. But if you are placing an order and you remember to ask for the host code, that would be awesome. It's oftentimes in the email. All right, so here's where your host code would go, and then you would do your checkout as well. So if you have any other questions, please feel free to ask. I am happy to answer any of your questions anytime that you are struggling with getting in the online store. All right, so to get into the online store, you would go to junebugcreations.stampinup.net. And then you will be in my online store, click on shop, and then it will take you straight to that store. So if you have any questions, feel free to ask. I'm happy to help. And just remember, today is the only day for free shipping. All right? So have a great rest of your Tuesday. I am off to make some videos, and I will talk to you tomorrow. We will do Paper Pumpkin at 9:45 a.m. All right, Mountain Time, 9:45 a.m. Mountain Time. Get ready for Paper Pumpkin. I got the new one. So we're ready to dive right in. I'll see you tomorrow morning. Bye-bye.